Welcome. This is lecture number 36 of part 1. Actually, concluding part of parallel force system. My voice has slightly gone. Remember, first make a note. Two very important questions coming up. That is the most important question coming up. But before that, what I will do is, I will first give some extra questions for you. See, question number 6, A, B, C. Pure exercise or homework, you have to work out. These are all already solved. So I won't explain much. Those who are serious, you can easily solve. See, question is, for all the 3 questions, see, question A here, question B here, question C here, find the resultant completely. Okay, briefly. See, this is all these are unlike parallel forces. Last time one master question solved. So now you will have no difficulty for solving this one. So first you solve direct question with answer. But brief hint. Okay, start here. Resultant force. Right side you take. Plus 100. I won't write anything. Plus 100, minus 200, plus 300, minus 400, plus 500. You will get plus 300, means resultant is right side. So magnitude over, direction over. Line of action. Let the resultant cut this line AB. See, resultant goes here. At a point anywhere, you put one more sketch here. This is all I told you. Draw one more sketch. Show the resultant cutting the line AB at a point X. Say, at X from top. Okay, then take moment about A. Clockwise positive. 100 into 0 plus 200 into 1.5 minus 300 into 3.3 plus 400 into 3.3, 4.5.3, 5.4 minus 500 into 8.4 equal to resultant is how? Resultant is this way. So resultant 300 into X. Your X will come plus 9.1 meter. X will come plus 9.1 meter. Means from here, plus means what? We took the resultant below the A. We should write everything. Remember, not I am giving, first of all, I should give only question with answer. Still briefly I am explaining. 9.1. From here to here is 8.4. So therefore, 9.1 will come somewhere here. Or from 9.1, subtract 8.4, this will come 0.7. Okay, do one thing. Just check once again. Locate the resultant with respect to B. Let the resultant cut this line at X from here. Remember, you are considering X above B. You have to get minus 0.7. Okay, see. Then take moment about B. Clockwise positive. Minus 400 into 3 plus 300 into 5.1 minus 200 into 5.1 plus 1.8 you calculate. Plus 100 into this full length equal to resultant how? Resultant is 300 into X. You will get X equal to, where is it? Minus 0.7. That is what? You took above B, negative came below. See, earlier I forgot to tell you, when you take moment about A, I forgot to tell you, resultant R is like this. When you take moment about this point, resultant R into X is anti-clockwise. You have to put minus sign. Okay, that you are knowing it. Okay, leave it. This question over. Same way, solve this question. Resultant will come, see, left 300, left 500, right 200, left 400. Resultant will be 1000, which side? Left side. Then, line of action. If you locate from here, your X will come 3.2. If you locate, you consider below, yes, plus will come 3.2. If you locate from here, above, X will come plus 4.8. So, this is 2. 4.8 means little more. It will come here. Last question. Resultant. I told you no resolution required. Resultant you calculate this way. If you calculate this resultant this way, plus 20, minus 80, plus 90, minus 60, plus 100, resultant will come 70 Newton. Same angle. How much angle? 50 degrees. Then magnitude over, direction over, line of action. Let the resultant cut this line AB at X from here. Take moment. Go back to earlier class. I told when you take moment, see 20 into 0, then anti-clockwise minus 80 into sine 50, 80 into 4 plus 90 into 7 minus 60 into 9 plus 100 into 9 plus 2. 11.5, yes, 11.5. But remember, into sine 60. This I told, go back to earlier class. I told very clearly with the sketches all, crystal clear explained. Or you can take moment with sine 50 outside. For resultant also, 70 into x into sine 50. Sine 50 cancels. Y means, suppose someone will come to this class. He will not follow. He will tell, sir, what is going on? Nothing going on. But go to previous class, earlier class, solve it, correctly get, then come back here. Not directly come to this question and tell, not clear. I already told you, in case inclined force are given, resolution not required. Or I told what? 20 into 0, 80 sine 50 into 4, 90 sine 50 into 7, that way. Resultant sine 50 into x. So sine 50 goes outside. This also told earlier. See, I told already. See, in my class, I will never tell something which is not, never tell something without explaining if it is not already thoroughly explained earlier. I never do it. So if something is not clear, the only possibility is that you have not gone through earlier class. That is your mistake. You study thoroughly, going through all the classes, work out all the examples, and then you get the answer. Okay, now homeworks are over. Now I am going for today's class purpose. This is in the beginning I am doing. Why? Last if I tell means I want in order. In the order means what? Resultant first. Okay, now two critical questions. You can imagine what? One of them, resultant force vanishes, but still resultant is not 0. It will be in the form of a couple. One more question. Resultant force vanishes and resultant couple also vanishes. Then there is no resultant. There is the last question. This is question number 6. 7 and 8 I will solve now. I will make a note. 7 and 8. Okay. 7 and 8 I will solve. And remember, in the notes, for all these, little more explanation will be there. Actually, in the notes, if you turn the pages, you can see the same question earlier. In the class, you have to go through the class. Okay, I will go for the last two questions. I will make ready to solve it. There is some external disturbance is there, some program going on, I think, but I waited for a long time. It is not stopped. So anyway, it's okay. You can continue. See, question 7, question 8, two critical questions. Remember, the very purpose of this class, both the questions are find the resultant completely for the given parallel force system. Okay, start. Question 7. Class. Here also class. Remember, what I tell for class here, same you write for this question also. I will dictate here, you write there also. Given force system is a parallel force system. Line of action of all the forces are vertical, same there. But of course, it is unlike parallel force system. Some of the forces are down, some of the forces are up. Okay, no problem. But anyway, all are vertical. So, resultant R will also be a vertical force. So, that is the one minute. Let R be resultant force. Since all the forces are vertical, resultant will also be vertical. I wrote here also. Okay, now R equal to, I will take upward positive, minus 250 plus 300 plus 400 minus 450, oh, 0. Here, resultant, I will take upward positive. Minus 350 plus 200 plus 400 minus 250. Here also 0. You first solve this question. After completing, go to that question. Don't mix the questions. Okay. Now, the given parallel force system has no resultant force. Same statement there. the given parallel force system has no resultant force. Now, class, I will write here class. I will tell something in the class. What I tell for this question, same you have to write for that question. I will dictate later. Only no, I will dictate now. Class. It is already told to us, you should write that resultant can be either in the form of a force or it can be in the form of a couple. It cannot be both. So always first find resultant force. If it exists, find magnitude, direction and line of action. Plenty of questions are over. But by chance, if resultant force vanishes or becomes zero, it means there is no translational effect. But the given force system may have rotational effect. So it is possible that when the resultant force vanishes, resultant can be in the form of a couple. We don't know. It can be. It may be or may not be, but we don't know. So statement. But this all I told earlier classes with plenty of explanation. Go back there, study. See the title there. Resultant force vanishes, but resultant is there. Then one more question. Resultant force vanishes, resultant is not there. You study those things. See. But it is possible that the resultant can be in the form of a couple. If the resultant is in the form of a couple, then that resultant couple will be equal to algebraic sum of moments of the given force system about any point of your choice. Remember, whichever, if the resultant force vanishes, if the resultant is in the form of a couple, remember, this only when the resultant is a couple. The resultant couple is algebraic sum of moments of the entire force system about any point. Okay. Now, to find the resultant in the form of a couple, if it exists, we don't know. If it exists, still we don't know. Let us find algebraic sum of moments of a given force system about any point, say A. Okay, A. Note, any point of our choice, we decided A. 1 minute, take A. One more sketch not required. Clockwise positive, 250 into 0, 300 into 3, anti-clockwise, minus 400 into 5, plus 450 into 3 plus 2, 5, 7. Answer comes to plus 250. Oh, answer came plus 250. That means resultant couple is there, which itself is the resultant couple in the form of a couple. Class. You took moment about A. You can take moment about any point. Do one thing. Practice purpose. Take moment about B. Clockwise positive. Minus 250 into 7 plus 300 into 4 plus 400 into 2 plus 250. Take moment about this point. 300 into 0 minus 250 into 3 plus 450 into 4 minus 400 into 2 plus 250. Take moment about this point. 450 into 2 clockwise, 400 into 0, 300 into 2 minus 250 into 5, 250. You mark a point outside, take moment 250. Mark a point left side, mark a point 1000 kilometer outside. It will come plus 250. Therefore, conclusion is, I will put the conclusion now. Last closing part here. I will put the conclusion. See, everything is over now. This I will remove now. This sketch I will remove because I want that one for next question. I will remove now. Therefore, this I will full I remove. Right here, for the question 7. Therefore, for question 7, the resultant is a couple of 250 Newton. I forgot a unit here. See, force is Newton meter. I forgot. 250 Newton meter in the bracket, right? Clockwise positive. Clockwise came clockwise. In one earlier question, it came negative, so I wrote anti-clockwise. Over. This is solution for question number 7. Now come to question number 8. Same way. Result, same story. The given parallel force system has no resultant force. Class I told. This all you have to write once again for that question also. Take moment about A. See what happens now. Take moment about A. take about A. 350 into 0, okay, write it if you want. 350 into 0, waste of time. Minus 200 into 2 anti-clockwise, minus 400 into 2 plus 1.5, 3.5, plus 250 into 2 plus 1.5, 3.5 plus 3.7. 7.2, 7.2 I think. See, weak in mathematics. Used for mathematics means primary school mathematics, correct? Huh? 2 plus 1, 2 plus 1.5 plus 3.7 is 7.2. Calculate now. 350 into 0 minus 200 into 2 minus 400 into 3.5 plus 250 into 7.2 equal to, oh, nothing is there. Answer 0. 0. Right here. Therefore, I will dictate something now. Dictate something right here. We first found resultant force. You write everything you write here. Resultant force. That came 0. Then, if the resultant force is not there, there is every possibility that chance is there, resultant can be in the form of a couple. If it is there, then the resultant is moment of the given force system about any point we took about A. If the couple is really there, whichever point you take, it should become same answer. We got 0. Okay, do one thing. Take moment about B. Clockwise positive. Plus 400 into 3.7 plus 200 into 5, how much? 5.2. 5.2 minus 350 into 7.2. Calculate. 0. Take moment about this point. Plus 250 into 3.7 minus 350 into 3.5 plus 200 into 1.5, this into 0, answer 0. So it hardly matters which point you consider. So write everything here, 0. Now see. Now from statement you have to write here, what resultant couple you have to calculate, but if the resultant couple also comes 0, then there is no resultant, means sigma m is 0 and sigma fx and fy both are 0, system is in equilibrium. Now, last statement, 0. Since we got resultant couple also 0, there is, same sentence, see, comma, there is no resultant for given force system, given parallel force system. Okay, force system. Right here. Neither in the form of a force nor in the form of a couple. Or you can tell the given parallel force system is in equilibrium. You can write. That will slowly go there. When you go to equilibrium later, you can make out the basic condition is resultant force should vanish, resultant couple should vanish. So then you will realize. So here both vanished. So one question, force vanished, but couple came. Last question, force vanished, couple also vanished, no resultant. Over. Now I am going to close this parallel force system. Much more questions I will solve in the notes. Some more questions with the more statements solved, you can see in the notes here. So notes I am announcing within 3-4 days, I am announcing the time of issue of the notes. Okay, now we are going to next class, last part of your part 1. Heading for part 1 was force, moment and resultant. Last part, that is replacement of the given force system by a single force and couple at any given point. I will explain that one. That's the concluding part. I think next class it will be over. Then I will start part 2. Next part 2 will come. Part 2 will be for equilibrium, and once the part 1 is completely over, next day itself I will start issuing the notes. So I will always issue the notes when the part is completed. Not today send 30 pages. It is very difficult to send by mail all. So what I will do is, to email ID I would send. So once the part is completely over, because I told Same question today I am entering to the notes. I never prepared the notes and then solve the class question seeing the notes. What I solve in the class, I write in the notes, plus of course, lot extra I am writing there with explanation. So that's why notes will be issued only after class over. Otherwise, what will happen? If I give notes earlier, when I take the class here, people will see simultaneously notes. No, I do not want. They should go through only class. Later, they should go through the class, and when they got doubts or any more clarification required, they should refer the notes, or they should read the notes properly. Where a doubt comes, they should come to the class. There I will write class so and so. Okay, now we will meet in the next class, that is class number 36. Today is 36, I think. 37, that is concluding class of your part 1. Next we are going to part 2, that is equilibrium. Okay, thank you.